My name is Ethan Woodson, and welcome to Sports Talk Radio. I'm here with Simon Sean and Jonathan Gurley. Jonathan, who do you think's better, Drake May or Jaden Daniels?
I think it's a very close race between the two QBs. You're talking about two elite QB prospects in this year's draft. I have to go Drake May, and I think the Patriots had a home run pick with Drake May at 3. You're talking about a young QB who has shown flashes of elite raw arm talent in college. You look at the throws and the tight windows that he can make. He can improvise a little bit with his legs if the pocket collapses, and his just raw talent, I think, outseeds Jaden Daniels, even though that they're two really talented QBs. I think Drake May's raw talent just exceeds Jaden Daniels.
What do you have to say about that, Simon?
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything he said. I'm glad he didn't downplay Jaden Daniels' talents, but I do think that Jaden Daniels is a better player. I think he was a better prospect, I should say. I don't know. I'm not quite sure who's going to be better in the NFL just because they have different situations around them. But I do think Jaden Daniels is more talented. I think he does have better weapons around him, which has put him in a better situation to succeed. I do think that with his versatility and the direction the NFL is going, that he will end up being like probably a better candidate to, lead a team to the playoffs. He's probably a franchise quarterback who will I think he's the future of this franchise. Not that Drake May isn't, but feel like he's going to lead Washington Commanders to the promised land someday.
All right, guys. Looks like we have. Keep going. What were you saying?
No, yeah, and it's just there's a lot of things that Jaden Daniels excels at. There's a lot of things Drake May excels at, but I think Jaden Daniels is the better prospect, in my opinion.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say to that?
Well, when I hear you say better prospect, but I think we have to take a look at the bigger picture. I believe Jaden Daniels was in college for at least 5 years, and you look at the elite receiver play that Jaden Daniels had surrounding him when he was at ASU. He had Brandon Ayuk, and
it looks like we have a caller coming in from John McCovey. John.
Yeah, hello. I want to call in. So I think you're talking about Drake May and Jaden Daniels, and I just think you can't just look past the talent. I know Drake May have the experience, but I think Jaden Daniels' potential is just way too far past Drake May, and I think just looking at that, you have to take Jaden Daniels in that trade. If you're drafting, I think you have to take Jaden Daniels first.
Yeah, I see that opinion, but when you look at the talent difference that Drake May had at UNC to what Jaden Daniels had at LSU, Jaden Daniels had 2 receivers taken in the first round, and even when he was at ASU, he had Brandon Ayuk. When you look at what Drake May had lost from his first year, where he threw for over 30 touchdowns and 4,000 yards and only 2 interceptions, he had Josh Downs and an elite offensive line. He had no offensive line his second year and lost Josh Downs, and his best receiver, Tez Walker, was out for, I believe, the first 6 weeks of the year. So when you look at what Drake May had to play with, Drake May was playing with competition that is really playing against high-level competition with players around him that are not built for that spot, and Jaden Daniels was playing with guys who were consensus first-round picks at their positions on every side of the ball. He also had one of the best lines in college.
Simon, do you have one last word to say?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand what you're saying, but you also have to understand Jaden Daniels has progressed every single year of his career. It's not his fault that he had talent around him. I mean, yes, Drake May probably had a lot less talent, but also Jaden Daniels did probably the best. He did the best in college because he won the Heisman with what he had. Jaden Daniels is going to have probably the same talent in Washington or better with Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, and Zach Ertz and Austin Eckler at the helm with him, and I just think that he's going to excel just like he did at LSU.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Also, make sure to follow MLW Wiffle Ball on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. They will be going on tour this summer, so tune in to their YouTube channel and watch all their videos. That's all the time we have today. My name is Ethan Woodson, here with Simon Shun and Jonathan Gurley. See you next time.